Well, Bitcoin's treated as property right now, so that means that you can sell the property, take the capital loss, and you have the option to buy property in the future or to have bought it in the past, and that's a different tax basis. So we have some capital gains that we pay taxes on, and then we have some capital losses in the Bitcoin. And so by selling the Bitcoin and taking the capital loss, we're able to use that to offset some capital gains. So it's very tax efficient for the corporation. In terms of, there are two other points to make on this. One is MicroStrategy is fairly unique in that it's an operating company with a Bitcoin strategy. We're not an SEC 40 reporting company, so we're not an ETF. And if you were not an operating company, you wouldn't kind of have the flexibility or as much flexibility to do things like this. And because we generate capital gains or we generate various tax gains in other parts of our business, then acting in a tax efficient way is good for our shareholders. So we look at our overall situation, and we've got corporate opportunities in the area of tax, and then there are market conditions we have to consider. And our view toward tax management is we want to be measured, but we want to be flexible, and that means you have to be kind of thoughtful and responsible when you consider these opportunities. So we wouldn't do anything at any time, but there are particular opportunities, particular times where it makes sense, where I feel like it's prudent, good for the shareholders, and we can manage the risk. Bitcoin is the exit strategy. When so what would cause us to change our strategy? Well, I'll make a couple of points. First of all, people that look at Bitcoin, they're either traders, they're technocrats, or they're maximalists. So the traders, they just want to trade it, right? They don't have any particular opinion on it long term other than as an asset to trade. The technocrats' view is it's a digital monetary network, and it's like Google or Facebook or Apple. It's like a big tech network, and so if they invest in tech, they'll hold it, but they may try to time their investments based upon macroeconomics or something. The maximalist view is it's an instrument of economic empowerment, and it's just a good for the human race. And if you're a maximalist, you tend to have a much longer time horizon. The technocrats are making investments over the course of 5 years or so, and they think that's long, 5 or 10 years or 3 years. But you're a maximalist, you're looking out 10 to 100 years, and probably you're looking at 100 years because you believe that this is good for the human race. So we're maximalist. We think that Bitcoin is more than just a digital monetary network. We think it's the digital monetary network. It's good for the human race, and anything we can do in order to encourage adoption of Bitcoin and to help with the adoption of Bitcoin is going to be good for the world. So that's our view on that.